Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another PvP showcase where today we're going to be looking at Lepidhonk. Now before we get into this PvP showcase, I wanted to let you guys know that in 2 days it's going to be my birthday, so happy birthday to me. I will be turning 17. Yeah, so on my birthday we're going to be posting the giveaway for the 500 subscriber thing. I know you guys have waited a long time. I'm not going to spoil anything just yet of what we're giving away, but just know that we obviously do remember it and it will be coming in 2 days. So make sure that you subscribe and then just check back in 2 days, and then yeah, you can enter inside the giveaway. It's going to be a very, very large giveaway. It's the biggest that we've done so far, and I'm pretty proud of the prize pool. We might get a few more things, but yeah, aside from that, let's get into the showcase. So yeah, we're looking at what's it called, Lepidhonk. And we're going to be pairing it up with like a Jalopy A team because I feel like that's probably the best type of team that you can use. You can use, like, I don't know, Enchanted Ruby, Enchanted, what's it called, Emerald. But I wouldn't really recommend those because this thing has access to Jealousy and a few other traits, or its traits are mainly reliant on not using an enchanted item. But yeah. Here's what we have. We have Pop Reflexes, which is a signature trait from what we know of so far. This Doodle is harder to hit the lower the health they have. So I don't really know what that means, but I do know that we want to have a decently high HP stat and a lot of speed, because this thing power crept Chronos in a way, at least with its speed stat, because this thing now has the highest speed stat in the game, being a 145. And yeah, okay, so here are the moves that we're using. We're gonna go from in order. So this one is Forced Repetition. I would say it's mainly for like Doodles that are trying to set up and Seam Knight, I guess. Fortunately, I didn't get to like use it on the Seam Knight specifically for what I wanted to, because it just straight up attacked me. It didn't go for a second move, but yeah. Basically, you just want to use this if Seam Knight uses Scissor Guard or the Doodle like sets up in your face. You're most definitely going to outspeed them, especially if you loop Jelly up. You also have Jealousy, so that when you don't have an item, you get an attack, defense, and speed boost. Really, really powerful on this Doodle, because when we get to a signature move, you'll see. Solid Charge. This is melee coverage, and it only does damage based on your defense stat, which is pretty helpful. I didn't get to use it in this showcase because there wasn't really a need to. And then here's the signature move and what makes this thing really, really good. The user lunges before the opponent can blink. This then scampers away in a blur. This attack uses the user's speed stat to calculate damage. So basically it uses its speed stat to basically hit with it. That's why you're mainly investing in your speed, not really in your attack, because you don't really need it for anything. And yeah, here are the equipments. So we're using Pizza Slice, Juniper Necklace, and Bolt Cut. You basically just want speed and defenses, so you can use your ability more, I would say. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, it's also basic and insect, which isn't that great. It's hard carried by its stats and signature move. But aside from that, that's basically it. Let's hop into the first battle.
illusion.